It just told me this is being live streamed now.
Oh, it is. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to another Quarter Hangout here on Go
Hey,
For Show.
cheers, guys.
Cheers, everyone.
How's it going?
Welcome back after a couple of weeks off. Shub and I were preparing, resetting ourselves for season 2. So we are here now and back at it. Today's episode will be a chill episode. We're going to just hang out, chat a little bit, tell everyone about how fucked up our gardens are. Oh, sorry, did I say that?
Fucked.
See what's new in the future and let you guys know if you missed anything over the last couple of weeks that we weren't here. And yeah, hope everyone is back to join us again for our regular shows. Cheers, Swoop. How you doing, buddy?
Cheers, buddy. Better now. I pick up my new van tomorrow.
Fantastic.
For those who don't know, my car was dying on me the last couple of weeks, and then she finally gave way, and I was without a vehicle. My neighbors so graciously lent us their Honda Pilot for a week and a half, and can get by with that. In the meantime, it's eat most of the time looking for a minivan, so I've been kind of slacking the garden, and it shows.
Yeah, and just so like everyone else knows, we're as human as everyone else. When something's affecting your life, sometimes it affects your mind and everything else. So you can't focus on the less meaningful or less important things. And we prioritize what we needed to prioritize. And then we're back, back in action. And
AC in the background.
Gonna smoke this Zelda Runts. I have not smoked anything yet today. It is so good. So good. I got home from work, I laid down on my fucking bed, and then boom, I woke up an hour later. That happened. Nice. And then I was like, oh shit, showtime. And I was starting to get ready. I hadn't smoked any weed yet. And then I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get really stoned. And I'm going to grab some of the Zelda Runts because it fucking kicks your ass. It's got gave my wife anxiety. It was so hot. She was like, whew. She's like, this one's like giving me whew, like the rushes. I was like, yeah, sometimes when they're really strong, that will happen. She's like, I don't think I could smoke that one or not as much. Yeah, it was funny.
If it makes you smoke less, it's actually a good thing.
Yeah. So I've been really happy with this. Nice. I have my garden with 3 of these in there right now. And 2 of my honey cream and 1 of the Master Kush, and then I got rid of everything else in my veg tent. Actually, I have 2 little clones in there, but they're gonna be gone in a little bit.
There's always 1 or 2 that survive.
Yeah, right. And then I will be on to either popping new seeds or looking for cuts or whatever I'm doing at that time, but probably popping seeds because that's fun. I've been talking about it for a while, but I haven't been able to commit to anything. So
that, man. I hear that.
It's hard, man. Hard to make the commitment. So what's going on in your garden right now?
A lot of overgrown veg plants in solo cups and a couple 1 gallons in my little taller section there. I've literally grown over top the light and encased it. Yeah, like I said, it's overgrown. I'll post a picture tonight. I'm human, so it's gonna not be perfect on time. And this is, I think the new series is going to be how to, kind of stabilize a oopsie moment.
Yeah, what a garden looks like in a real human's life.
And you have 3 kids, no vehicle, and working nonstop. Cheers, to Nothing Farms.
Cheers, bud. Thanks for stopping in. Our day has been great. I hope yours is great as well.
That's been good. Yeah, I'm just kind of gonna go wean through here, see what the keepers are, what aren't the keepers in the last run. I'm still trimming. I hate to say it's 2 weeks into it, but it's I've got the shredders all done. The morning dew just started, which has it sounds weird. It's such a bad smell to it because it makes me gag, but I can't stop sniffing it.
Yeah,
it's just okay.
I think that's a good thing.
We'll find out. Like I'm horribly gagging if I'm trimming this, so it's.
Oh really?
Yeah, and I've done work at meat rendering plants, which if you know the smell, it's.
Yeah. So you haven't smoked this yet. You've only. Sorry, you said you're trimming it.
Yeah, I'm trimming the morning
So
dew
it's
right
dry.
now. Yeah.
Okay.
So I can, in theory, smoke some I want to without the cure. I've
I
had some
would.
shredder, and the shredders are decent, both phenos. The double dose hits like a brick house.
Okay.
For
Speaking
the
of shredder, Perp just cut down a shredder and it was looking phenomenal. He was
yeah,
like on the last couple days, it like one shredder plant and I think a 4x4 or a 3x3. It was pretty big. It was really nice.
they'll fill in the space if you have it, man.
Mhm.
Definitely shows that, and the leaf structure is amazing. Cheers, green grass.
Hey, Green Goddess, thanks for stopping in. That's phenomenal. Well, I'm
Yeah.
glad to hear that you got some stuff that you're enjoying the smell of, even though you haven't tasted them all yet. It's nice.
Oh, there's still quite a few to go through. The lemon Jeffrey, I've sent some test samples out to people, and from when I get back, it hits like a brick house. But I haven't tried myself. So
Okay, cool.
yeah.
Super cool. I guess everything's not cured yet, just kind of dried and ready to go in
No,
the jars.
I'm doing grow bags, so everything's going
Oh
in the
yeah,
grow
you
bags.
got them.
I did.
You got them, eh?
I got a wide
Okay.
assortment of them.
Really?
Yeah, and it's
Different sizes and stuff, or
yeah. I got the 1 ounce, quarter pound, half pound, and 1 pound bags.
you do you can you speak on pricing? Do you know what they were costing
So
approximately for
wait,
different sizes?
the hydro store pays per bag. So the 1 ounce bag is $2.99.
It smells so good. My fingers just from chopping that out. It smells like a fucking like you had a piece of hash in your hand. Sweet.
Nice, nice.
Oh, anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
So the 1 ounce bags are $2.99. The quarter pound bags are $3.99. The half pound bags are $4.99, and the 1 pound bags are $5.99.
Okay, and they're reusable.
If you don't heat seal them,
Okay,
but yes,
so you could put your product in there and then
cure
throw
it.
that into a like a vacuum seal bag and vacuum seal your vacuum seal bag. Does
Yes,
that work? Not
in
not
theory,
not vac. Don't vac it. Just seal it.
yeah, you can just seal it up.
Yeah,
But
so
you
it
can
keeps the
also.
environment. But
So I'm gonna try heat sealing a couple of them, just the cheap way. Either it suggests use like an iron,
yep,
just run across the bead there, little piece of tinfoil, and see what happens.
I'm excited. I'm
Yeah.
excited to hear how they turn out. And what's their recommended time frame, or what's like what do they have like an
So
instruction guide? Like here, put it in here, and
it comes with a brochure,
all right,
air quote and quotations. It's just a couple
yeah,
pictures, and it
yeah,
shows you how to heat seal them. Which I mean, if you don't know how to heat seal, YouTube's a wonderful thing.
yeah, yeah.
Um, Other than that, it just suggests 6 weeks minimum.
Okay, there is a suggested time.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
and
And
then
does it tell you the same amount of time for all size bags? Doesn't matter. It
no,
just
this is
okay.
just on the brochure. It just says 6 weeks minimum. That's it.
All right. Okay. No
They claim to
suggestion.
hold the humidity in between 58% and 62.
Okay.
So that's the rough guideline.
All right.
From what I've seen, it's doing a great job. And every time you open up that bag or shredder, you get that same punch on the nose that you when you put it in there.
So there's
So
nothing in there to add humidity. It's
no,
just to regulate. So
yes,
when you put your bud in there, you want it to be around that 62 to
they
64%
do
humidity.
suggest drying your weed for a minimum of 8 days, a maximum
There
of
you go.
11.
There you go. So they want you to put it in there when the outside is crispy and the inside has probably still got that 60+% humidity in it.
Yeah,
So just like you would jarring it.
exactly. The only difference is you seal it up and you forget about it.
You don't
Burp,
need a burp.
which I mean, for me, that's the one thing I hate most about the whole
Well, I
curing
mean,
process.
it's a time. Like when I first jar mine, um, I'm burping twice a day. And I go in there and I open all the jars and I let them sit with the top off for 15 minutes or so, and then I go back and I close them again, and then I go back again later that day and I do it again. I do that for I think 4 or 5 days, and then I burp for once a day, and then I stop. I don't really have a time because I'm always growing different strains, and I feel like the different densities call for different procedures. So I didn't really have a time limit. I just know it's like usually 4 or 5 days, and then 4 or 5 days with the once a day burp, and then I switch it up. Raptorius.
Cheers,
Nice to see you,
Raptor.
Raptor, man.
Long time no
Miss you, buddy.
see.
I saw a Ford Raptor truck the other day driving down the street, and his license plate was Raptor. And I was like, oh, if I wasn't driving, I would have taken my phone and taken a picture. But I didn't want to be one of those guys, so I didn't. But I wanted to send it to you, Raptor. That was awesome. Smoking some blueberry Yum. Is this like an old school blueberry or a seed that somebody popped of a blueberry?
I believe she popped the seed, so
Okay,
yeah,
that's fun. That's really fun.
decent.
I'm gonna light this little girl up in a second here.
You're either
Putting in
7 minutes
some
early or you're 3 minutes late.
filter material. Okay, I'll wait. 7 minutes. I can do that.
No,
I
you can't.
am just putting filter material in, and then we're good to go.
Nice.
Who else is in here today? Oh, not too many people today. I guess that's what happens when you take a week or 2 or 3 or 4 off.
Four. And then we took
Yeah,
a
I think
month
we were
off. We had
4
summer
off.
holidays, spring holidays.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, there you go. Spring holidays. That's right.
Guilty.
I'm not going away anywhere this summer, other than like a couple of small camping trips. And I'm trying to plan them all on weekends so I can be around for shows.
So
But,
because we haven't had a van that fits all the kids, we haven't gone away in quite a while. And yeah, so we have a few trips planned.
yeah,
So,
I bet.
Yeah. I'm going through work now, booking my holidays, and I want either a whole week off and then a couple Fridays, or I want a whole week off and a couple Mondays.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I do it too. Every time I get 3 weeks now vacation. So like I usually take 1 week total in the summer straight, and then I take the other 5 days. I take like a weekend, like a Friday or a Monday, and I extend my weekend. Sometimes I'll try to do it on a long weekend where I can get like extra long weekend. And then I usually try to take a day or two at Christmas and a day or two around my birthday and stuff like that if I can.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cheers, Uncle Rick. Let's be buds just popped in.
Yeah. Cheers, Rick. Nice to see you.
See, it just proves you can go on holiday and still come back.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Yeah, we have to. We need a bigger crew is what we need so that we can take days off.
Too. Yeah.
I've been thinking about it. I was thinking like we need 2 more people. It's honestly we're the Girl 4 show anyway, so we should have 4 of us.
Shipples.
I know. I was thinking about him for a long time. I don't know why.
If he doesn't go on camera, he can be the guy in the background.
That's his problem, is he doesn't want to be on camera. But it would be awesome to have someone who would like Google stuff and like bring up the screen sharing, and
exactly.
We need one of those.
You've been summoned.
Yeah, we should send him a personal request. Yeah,
just
we need
the episode name the
Shipples, and it'll be nice to have more help organizing the show, keeping things going. Yeah, I did end up picking up some stuff to get t-shirts going finally, so they will be made.
The one was very comfy. The other one's a great work shirt.
Yeah, exactly. This is one of my work ones. And we are 4 minutes, and I'm almost lighting this already.
I told you couldn't wait.
I'm anxious. Look.
Exactly. Now, after you puff that during the show, you're like, ooh.
No, I'm gonna wait.
No, you're not.
Gonna wait. So, how's everyone else been doing? Raptor, how you been doing, buddy?
Raptor, he's got a new one.
Yes.
He finally got the new one together.
For those got it together. Yeah. He had been sitting on it forever too, the new one, and then he just finally put it together.
Was he sitting on there, or was it just?
I'm pretty sure.
I think it was like a video card or something he was waiting on.
Oh, that's funny.
And he finally just said, "Screw it, I'm gonna throw someone else in."
So gardens. My veg tent is basically empty. Nothing in it. I'm ready to pop. My flowering tent has some cuts in there ready to go. I would say I don't know, 10 days away. I'll start flipping it. You will see how they look. Yeah.
Cheers,
sun tanning. What?
Yo, it's gorgeous out here today.
Yeah.
In Ontario, it is lit up. I got shorts on. It's
wow.
My legs are wetter than shit.
Sun, but I also had rain. GMF, nice to see you, bud. Cheers. Stoned and safe. That's my middle name.
Mine too.
What a coincidence.
Brother, is that you?
Yeah. We're the same. So, yeah, nothing exciting in my garden other than the fact that I have an empty veg space, so that means I'm gonna pop seeds.
Are you doing
And
it in are you flowering in your normal pots, or did you get the pump system working?
no, I'm gonna have that whole system going.
Nice.
It's all set up there. They're just not drinking enough for me to warrant turning it on yet. I only put a little bit in each day.
Yeah.
I think probably by the end of this week I'll have it set up and going. Yeah.
Fucking A, bud.
25.
It's
Holy
been good. It's
crap.
been good.
Beautiful
It
day.
went from being snow to rain for like a month, and then now it's just good weather.
Wow.
Don't get me wrong, it's chilly in the morning. You wake up, it's like 6 degrees, 7 degrees, but it warms up quick.
So 25 Celsius. Oops. Sorry. Let's
It's
give
like
that info to our
74,
Americans.
74 Fahrenheit, I believe.
Yeah, 77.
Oh,
So
it's
yeah,
close.
it's pretty warm. Pretty warm. That's grow
Warm out
room warm.
today.
Huh?
I was just doing the quote from Family Guy.
Oh.
If you know, you
Oh,
know.
1 minute warning. Finally.
Yes.
Fuck, I've been holding this thing. I even accidentally lit it once. I'm going for it.
Do it.
Cheers, everybody. 420-ish.
South Nothing Farms, you got that correct. Hit that like button.
Thank you, everyone. Like and subscribe.
I'll leave a
Come on and
comment.
hang out anytime you want.
Speaking of which, drop the link.
Speaking of which, we'll put the link up there if anyone wants to jump on. We still got a half an hour left. Anyone wants to hang out for a little bit?
Paste. Password. Before is.
Oh man, that's tasty. Tasty, tasty.
Way to rub it in. So some of us are in the house that can't toke whatsoever.
Oh. This stuff gets a nice little resin ring around it. Burns really smooth.
Nice.
That's what a joint looks like when you roll it with your hand, Shwoop.
Ha ha ha.
Shwoop still uses a machine.
No, I use a bamboo rolling mat. It's just a mat, just no machine.
That's awesome.
It's like semi-automatic. Semi-automatic.
You know when it's just got that really light colored but really thick smoke. That's what this is.
Nice.
Man, it hits you.
It's like lately I've been puffing on the dark hollow, and it's cured out nicely.
Good.
It's a little drier than what I personally like, but it came out great for being curing for what we're going on 6 months. So
Wow.
Yeah. It's good.
That's a long cure. Long cure.
Well, I was lucky enough to have quite a bit of it, so I put a couple jars stashed aside and just been puffing on other things. Just letting it do its thing. Now to the
I
point where
cut
it's
this stuff down in, was it March? February.
March.
Yeah.
Because I harvested in April, year before me.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I think it was just before that. Yeah, so this stuff's a couple months old now. I think it was February. Good thing I write it down.
sounds good, Green Goddess. Just don't drop us.
Nice.
Being
Let's
physically
see.
active is important for one's health.
Yes, it is. It's not on that book, it's on the other one. Oh, it's not here. Great. I can't look at when I start or when I chopped it because I don't have the calendar in front of me. I thought I did. It's in the grow room.
Oh. But yeah, what I got going on here, I'm going to keep probably 4 plants, the 6 plants as keepers, and ditch the rest. Should be interesting.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, I cut it down in February.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Last week?
February 24th.
Oh, second last week.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're a little over 2 months old. It's fucking delicious right now. It's just getting to the point where it like tastes really, really nice now. It's done curing, you know?
Yep. All your what's it called? Chlorophyll has been oxidized out. And,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it does take long.
So you got anything you got your eye on for popping next? Or is it just
I'm
your game?
oh, fuck, man. Everyone like every time I'm in the hood, I talk about it so much, and I just can't decide on anything. Sucks.
Just gotta get a dartboard, put names on it, and start throwing
Yeah,
blindfold it. Whatever hits, hits.
yeah. I might order a pack from Jordan of the Island,
I can't
and
order the seeds. I can't. I just can't do it right now.
you can't what?
Order seeds right now. I got
Why?
two and I still got to pop.
Oh yeah, no, I gotta buy. I don't have a lot to pop though. I want something new that I don't like. Everything I have, I've popped before. Something of it, right?
I think there's a few I still have in my collection, so got to go through. Just a minute.
Yeah, I've been looking at a few. We'll
Well,
see.
let's do it this way. What are you looking for in the next strain you grow? Are you looking for some gassy, some uplifting, some sweet?
I want it to be like I don't want anything different than what I normally like. Like I want that earthy or sweet kush. You know, that's just what I enjoy. Something in that wheelhouse.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'm also a fan of cookies strains, most of those and things that come from that sort of area. Um, I just don't know if I want anything like newer or older or what, or I don't know. I kind of just haven't committed to anything yet.
You gotta get on the hype train.
I don't know if I want to.
Well, here's the thing: is Skittlepod guy on Instagram. If you don't follow him, check him out. He's a great hash maker. We were talking about this the other day, and I always thought the hype train, it's overrated. Because it's on the hype train for a reason. A lot of people were growing it, smoking it. It's turning out amazing for a purpose. So
Oh yeah, no, I get it.
I never thought of that
Yeah.
way. I was like, oh, just blowing smoke.
Part of the
Yeah,
reason why I like the cookies stuff. I mean, it's good, right?
yeah,
There's an ice cream cut that my buddy had, ice cream cake or something that was really good. I
nice.
might look at something like that. A lot of people are doing like peanut butter breaths and things like that right now. Um, I don't know if you follow Great White Bud.
Yep.
He just did a hunt round with just a plethora of things in the tent, and I think they're Ohm's law,
I think that's what I
the
end up choosing.
seeds from there, and I mean some nice looking stuff. So I might try to pick something in those wheelhouses too. You know?
Auto. Try an auto.
Oh God, no. I don't know if I can do it. If I
I'm
do
gonna
it, I would want to devote a whole tent to it. I would just do a run, throw it in there and do it. Maybe I'll do it in between while I'm popping seeds. I'll pop seeds, grow some others out, take clones from that. And in that time, I could probably do a auto run.
yeah, probably. I've been looking at a couple of them, seeing just what if anything sparks my interest. And there hasn't really one that really catches my eye, but there was fuck, what was the I think it's Mephisto
Mm,
has Moby Dick, and then I've had this stream before and it's been decent. So I wouldn't mind trying
okay.
to get an auto of that. That's the truth raptor right there.
Try it all.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Sounds like
Absolutely.
worst case, you don't like it. Oh well. Either you burn it slowly or you burn it all at once.
Yeah, I always like it. It's just that I get bored of it, you know? Like I got a few other phenos I like all these other cuts I cut down.
Yeah.
Not phenos, totally different cultivars. And I have them all, but I keep going to this Zelda runs as my like I'm gonna end up smoking it all first, which sucks. So I'm gonna have to put a jar away,
Yeah.
save it for the end because
Yeah.
it's just so good. And I like strains like that that want me to go back to it.
That's just it. You'll have to keep an eye out for it, and
Yeah.
worst case, keep it cutting going.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep a cut of this.
Nice.
All of the ones I have in my tent, like the honey cream, the master kush, and this, I'm gonna take a cut of all of them before I. That's why I said I have an MP tent, but sort of because I'll put a cut of each of those in there before I
Nice.
flower.
Andrew said you're doing the trellis run again.
Yeah, I always use a trellis net.
Yes.
I actually lowered it.
Oh,
Yeah, so I usually do 18 inches
yeah.
to my first trellis net, and then 15 inches up to my second, and I just usually use that as my guide. I went 12 inches to the first trellis net, and I'm gonna go 12 inches to the second, and I'm gonna try to keep everything a little bit more stout. Just want a little bit more space between my light and the canopy was the main reason for doing it. But also, if I can learn to get the same canopy depth of flowering buds, like fruits, but keep it, 6 inches shorter, boom. Hopefully I can do it. The reason why I do that 18-inch is because I had been growing the 4 plant method for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in the 4 plant method, larger plants are just what's needed. So that 18-inch is what I had to go for. Shu will be back in a second. But this round, I'm going to try to do 12-inch and a 12-inch and try to, I should end up with about the same depth of canopy, but I just don't have to veg as long basically to fill that out. That's my goal. Hopefully that works. We'll see how it goes. So I think a week ago, 10 days ago, maybe, I transplanted from, I had everything in solo cups in my veg tent, and they were root bound and gross. They were at one point, they were about 3.5 feet tall, and I cut them all down to about a foot, and then I let them bush out again. And then once they got bushed out again is when I transplanted. And I transplanted them from that solo cup into 3 gallons and put them into my flowering tent. And I left them in there for a week. And then just last night, I cleaned them up, set my trellis net. And now I think I'll probably be 7 to 10 days, and then I'll flip it. And hopefully get the growth that I'm looking for. Yeah, so Raptor, I do top. And depending on my timeline, how much time I have between vegging and ready to flower, depends on what my topping method is. I can usually I'll wait for the 4 or 6 nodes, and I'll do a top, and then I'll try to grow 4 to 6 branches up from there, and then let them each have a couple of branches. Sometimes I won't do an actual topping. I'll just do the GML topping technique, where you just take the apical meristem and you grab the main, like the leaves that are just coming off of the node, but you leave the node there. So anyone that shows all of the fingers of the leaf, you grab it, break it off, leave a little node, and then also the next 2 or 3 main fan leaves from the top. And that'll just slow down the growth of that one shoot and allow other shoots to grow up. And that way I create a bush, a different technique, but it doesn't really slow it down as much as the whole topping thing does. I feel like topping is like a stunt. You stunt it for 5 to 7 days, and then it starts to get these nice growths coming out of it. The GML technique I learned obviously watching Grandmaster Level, and I just find that it helps them bush out faster, and you get really bushy. It works great with plants that stretch on you a lot. So every branch that starts to take off, I'll go to it and I'll rip the first 3 or 4 big fan leaves off, and then all the supporting leaves down to the node, and that'll slow it right down. And sometimes you'll have, depending on the type of strain, you get those. I was growing Primal Punch, and that thing wants to shoot arms everywhere. Hey, cheers, Tao. Thanks for stopping in, bud. Schwoob is here. He just had to step away for a moment.
You rang.
Oh, look at that. was just explaining the garden situation that I'm in right now. So
Oh,
my
yeah.
main reason, like I said earlier, for shortening it is just to get a little bit more space between my light. Last round, I was like 10 inches away from that, and it's too close.
Yeah, it cooks it.
Yeah, I didn't get any light, like no bleaching or none of that issue, but it's hot. It's literally hot. Like the temperature's hot.
Yep.
Luckily, I didn't get the bleaching though. I want to be 15 inches away. You know, I want the top, like the highest cola, the one that's stretched out the most, to be 15 inches from that light. And now, after I just watched Migro's video on light penetration, it really clarified things to me a little more about you know, it really proves that the deleafing things that we do, that I do, that I learned from GML and other people, to get that penetration down is absolutely needed. Light does not go through the leaf itself. It just doesn't. Once it hits the leaf, it barely makes it through even the full depth of the leaf itself. The only light that makes it through is a certain red. I think it was a UV of some sort, and even that didn't make it through a lot. So removing big leaves and allowing for it to get in. That's why cross lighting is so great to have.
Yeah.
Like when you have a 4x4 tent and you just have walls and a 4x4 and you're trying to pull big numbers out of a 4x4, it's harder than if you had 3 4x4s in a row with 3 lights above them and they all are giving each other cross lighting.
Yeah.
That middle 4x4 is gonna kill, you know.
Exactly.
Anyway, it was really cool to watch. I love watching his videos.
Yeah,
Anyone
great
who
stuff.
doesn't watch him, watch him. Migro, check out his YouTube channel. Even his lights are probably, I mean, I'm sure they're good. I haven't used them, but with the knowledge the guy has, I'm sure he's putting it into the design of his light, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, I like his info.
Oh,
Is that there, Raptor? Yeah, got a bit close to with your girls too. Yeah, there you go.
bio solar panels.
Okay, now I'm stoned. It did its job.
I watched your eyes at the start of the show go from open to slowly
Ooh.
just narrowing. I like to say focus, but they're not focused.
No.
It's like the homeless guy from Waterboy.
Oh, that's the best. Crazy eyes. That's absolutely funny. So what are we dealing with in your garden? You said you got everything overgrown.
To the point where the light is topping plants for me. Let's put it that way.
I can't wait till you post a picture. I want to
Oh,
see it.
it's gonna be glorious.
Mm.
It will
Uh,
show just how bad it's been the last like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It's gone out of hand. I've been watering, don't get me wrong, but I've been not plucking any leaves, not topping, not keeping away from the light. So it literally just grew up and around. So
It shows how resilient they can be.
oh yeah. It's actually might work out my favor because I have a lot more tops at the bottom. I might just throw these 1 gallons into 3 gallons and throw them on the next side and flower them out here.
Yeah, just give her.
I also did drop the 5x5 tent finally, so it's gone.
Oh, you got rid of it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you just got one flowering space now.
Yeah, you think I'd have less space? I'd be easy to catch up, and no, I'm still packing high numbers in there.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Hilarious.
Ain't that true, Tao?
Yeah, it's happening to me right now. It's worth it. Absolutely worth it. So anybody got some good suggestions of some seeds I should be popping right now? Anything?
I would suggest I mean, if you want to make yourself gag more than you do, the smell on that thing is just phenomenal, and but not in a good way.
Remember remember what I need. I need something very indica heavy. Yes. Okay, good.
I
I
haven't
want
smoked it,
something.
so I don't know, but usually Jester's 50-50 for the most part.
Okay. I like
But
it really in like indica type. If ever, and I'm sure I use that label because everyone understands the description when I say that. I want it couch locky, heavy.
my double dose turned out that way, but the taste is something hard to put a finger on. It so I want to say it tastes like a desert, if that makes sense.
I love that.
It has like not
That
saying in your
sounds
mouth, but yeah,
that sounds
no,
delicious to me. You know me.
yeah, it's like if
I
you look at
want
a picture of what you imagine the taste is, that's what the taste is.
if you took a bag of really fresh soil, like something that smells really nice, and you put it together and went like this. I want to taste that. I like that. To me, it's like a
Try and find an
earthy.
AK. I find AKs
This
like
is
that.
like that. This is like that. It's earthy and cushy. It's I don't know.
I find with a lot of earthy strains, they have like a little bit of a funky either pre-taste or aftertaste. The double dose is just consistent right through. It's got the same mellow taste, which I love it.
Mm.
But now it didn't produce like I thought it would. It wasn't the biggest nugs, but 1 gallon pot. What do you expect?
Yeah, this didn't get huge buds either. Like the also no CO2. Everybody remember that. So I'd say the biggest are like the size of a I don't know, a little bigger than the size of a quarter. They weren't very big around. Yeah, they were long. I had some
Yeah.
long, like 5 inches, some of them, but not very big around. Yeah,
Hmm,
so good, and I don't really care. And it was heavy,
that's all that matters.
dense as fuck. Like I foot fitting 3 ounces in these jars, where
Oh
some
wow.
I only fit two. Yeah, dense, and I think every plant filled 2 jars.
And never get old is my advice to everyone.
Get some Amy Aces going. Not all indica like, and never get old. I think that's his, right? Anyway,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
would love to try it. Okay, I will add that to my list. I like stuff like that. Something that anyone feels passionate about is important.
Mm-hmm.
Important
Exactly.
to try. Yeah, never gets old. That's important. I like, honestly, if the if it's something that can hold flavor from when you light it to when you finish it, I'm gonna enjoy it anyway. I don't like stuff that starts to get burnt tasting after, or just I don't know. I'm not into that.
Yeah, that's a bit of a downfall when you're puffing something. It's like, oh, this tastes great. 2 puffs in, what happened?
Yeah. Thanks, Tao. Well, I'm in here. I didn't hit it either. I
I
guess I
was gonna
gotta hit
say
my
I
own
didn't
like.
get it. Am I one of the eight?
Me too. I was in here. I didn't even hit my own like. So it's funny. Super funny.
I know we're up to 9.
Well, everyone, you count on us to be back annoying you every week again. We took our vacation and now we're ready to get back together. Like I said earlier, we're looking for some
Helping hands.
yeah, no stereotypes, except you have to be Canadian.
That's not how it works.
I'm just kidding. uh, we are looking for a couple people to join. We're
Get an actual panel going.
yep, yep. Make a proper show, have a couple titles, um, get some real content instead of just hangouts. The hangouts are great. It's what we started with and what we are going to continue to have our hangout shows as well. But we want to get some content going as well.
Yes.
So Amy Asis, I'm going to write that down before I forget because I'm gonna search it and see if I can get it here. So we will wrap it up for this week and look forward to seeing everyone next week. 4 o'clock my
Cheers,
time,
everybody.
7 o'clock his time, Eastern, Western. We'll
East,
see you then.
Northwest.
Thanks for stopping by, everyone.